Adobe Photoshop and all that stuff, right? So that won't be so you don't have to be worried about those stuff. Okay. My focus would be to help you understand that how you, what are the best practices that you should deploy and how easily you can create this content. So your focus should be more on the idea, the content creation part, and also how to increase the reach, engagement, etc. Right. So eventually we will talk about that in the next session, but today we'll focus more on the content creation. Okay. Right. So how many of you have you actually used any kind of tool? Uh, for the content creation? If you can tell me quickly and also mention some of the tools that you have been using in the chat window, so it will not only help me understand what you know, and also maybe it will help others to know more about the tools that you already use. Okay, so just quickly type in the chat window. That's it. I don't see any messages coming up in the chat window. Okay, okay, now I can see Canva, Chat GPT, Gamma, Canva, Chat GPT. Okay. All right, that's great. Okay, someone is using Photoshop already, After Effect and Premiere Pro. So I think Priti, you might be someone who can be an expert and who can probably guide people and intervene, wherever possible. Okay, that will be a good helping hand for me also, because if you know all these tools like Photoshop and all, because I don't know that. As I mentioned, that I'm not a designer and all. I'm more of a marketer, right? But my team uses all these tools, by the way, right? So AnyMaker, yes, it's a good tool. All right, great. So let me begin. Okay, so I'll be starting with a very simple tool called as Canva. I'm sure that a lot of you might have heard about this. Okay, but before we get into the designing aesthetics and all that part, I'd like you to understand few things which Canva is capable of, and then I'll guide you like how you can go about the content creation part. Okay. So if you see, it's very important for to organize the things before you actually get into the actual projects, right? So if you see the left-hand side dashboard of the Canva, here it will show you some of the steps like that's home dashboard. So if you click on home, it normally takes you to this kind of screen, which is basically nothing but your home screen, right? And Magic Studio is something which is like an AI integration in the Canva, right? So if you use Magic Studio, it allows you to do certain tasks very easily. Normally that is an expert job. For example, let's say you want to remove the background, you want to do some stuff very quickly so that your entire graphic gets enhanced, right? So that's Magic Studio for you. Projects basically is something where you can categorize things. So you can have different folders, and then you can start categorizing them. Like you can add a new folder. Let's say I can create a folder called as her key over here, right? So that I know that this is where I'm going to store my work. And then there's a share option, right? So this is an optional thing. If you want to use it, you can do that. And you can enter the name of the people in case if you are using a Canva for Teams. So it will automatically show you all the team members' name over there. So let's say you have 5 team members and you want to share these things instantly with them, either for feedback, editing, and everything. So you can actually type their name or email ID. And once you click on continue, so this folder gets shared with them, right? So whatever work you are saving over here, it's also visible to your team members, right? So that's how you can start. So once you have created a folder, so now you would know that all your items can be stored over here. So you can basically work in this project. So likewise, you can segregate them with the name of the clients or the project name, right? And keep your work more organized over here. Okay. So that's about the projects. Now, templates is something wherein Canva gives you access to predefined templates. So these templates are basically a way to use their existing resources very quickly. So you don't have to do anything from the scratch. Rather, you what you do is you pick up the things that you want to use, and they've created it for all the categories of the content. Okay, so you can imagine whatever comes to your mind, most of the things you'll find over here in the Canva, right? So it's like a go-to tool for the designers, especially designers who are not designers. Okay, so basically, I would say it's for marketers who are not designers. I would, yeah, and right. So no, another important thing. So this is the new edition. So earlier it was there's another thing. I'll probably show it to you first. So this is a premium feature by the brand. So what normally happens in the brand kit is that when you up, I think just a second. Sorry. Yeah. So once you log in into this, right, so it will show you an option of brand. So brand is nothing but maintaining a brand kit. Okay. So what exactly is brand kit? So basically, in this brand kit, what you can do is you can upload your logos. Okay. So if you have a company, or even if you like, as a content creator, you might have think about some name for your social media handle, and you might have created a logo, right? So you can simply add your logo over here. You can upload the logo, right? And the next thing that you can do is you can define a color palette. So color palette is basically probably the color that reflects not only Yogo but overall brand. For example, for someone like Coca-Cola, right? So they might have different colors, like red is one of the color, then black and white could be two or three colors. So color palettes are normally defined for different purpose. It's not just the brand logo, but also this is more like a, you can say, component of the branding guideline, wherein you have defined 4 or 5 different colors for your brand, and that can be used interchangeably depending upon what kind of content is being created, right? So if you click on this, it will ask you to select a color code, or it could be a solid color, it could be a gradient, right? You can even simply type a hexa code. So hexa code is basically this kind of 6-digit code with an hash, right? And you can search on internet also, like let's say if I search for white hexacode, right? So this is the hexacode for white, and I can simply copy this and paste it here, right? Now you can see this is white. So now white is added to my color palette. Okay. Likewise, you can search for black hexacode. Now this is 60, right? So you can add black also. So this way you can keep adding, more colors in your color palette. Okay. So I'm just using a couple of them just to. So in the free version, they only allow you to add 3 palettes. In the paid version, you will probably see more color palettes options, right? So maximum 3 can be added over here. Okay. Then comes the font. So again, it's very important for a brand that you use, a combination of fonts. It's very important. The reason being, the customers want to, when they see something on the internet, like for example, if you see red, color red, right? And maybe you think about Zomato, maybe you think about Coca-Cola. So these are the kind of name that comes to your mind instantly when you think about the color red, right? And there could be a few other brands also. Now, similar to that, when you see something written on online, and if it's a combination of a certain color and font, let's say something that resembles maybe the font which is being used by Zomato, right? So it will instantly connect with you because if you see the red color and that particular font combination, so you would know that this is coming from Zomato. Okay, kind of that gets impression in your mind that okay, this is the brand association with this color or the font combination, and it's also important for you to standardize these components, right? So if you see, there are different kind of fonts which are mentioned over here, and this is for different, basically based on the uses. For example, the title. So if you're using an image and the caption, the title of that should probably use a certain kind of font, right? So that will be stored over here. So again, very similar to how we have stored the color palettes. It's important that you define your fonts for different purposes like title, subtitle, heading, subheading, all these things, right? Now, why it's important? It's important because whenever you're creating any new creative in the Canva, okay, so Canva will show you these options and they will probably give you that as a default option whenever a creative is being added, whether it's a template-based creative or also if it's something that you start from scratch, right? So every time you don't have to think about which font you have been using or which font you have not been using. Okay. So it's very important to figure out these things. So for most of the companies, when they start with their branding exercise, so they ensure that they have these kind of elements in place. So they will have a logo in place. Likewise, they will have a color palette, so that can be more than three colors, by the way, as I mentioned, right? And of course, they will have the fonts. Now, fonts will have different uses based on where exactly it is being put. So title, subtitle, heading, and so on. So all these would be defined for the brand. So that's normally the thing in their branding guideline or the brand book, whatever you call it, right? And then finally the brand voice. So in case if you are planning to, set up a certain tone, like for example, this is how your creative should be, like a combination. Okay, so that's called as your brand voice. Okay, so the whole overall combination that would normally go in the creative, whether it's a video or the image. So that's like a brand voice. Okay. As I was talking about, it's a combination of everything. And besides that, you have other things like you have photos, you have graphics, you have icons. So a lot of brands have started using different kind of icons. For example, if you see Zomato, so Zomato uses that for different elements, including the spoon that comes as a part of their branding element and so on the other things, right? So all of these kind of things can be added over here. So this basically sets up your platform, okay, right? Any questions? All right. So what I want you to do is it's a simple exercise that you need to do, and I don't want you to take more than 2 minutes for this. Okay. So maybe do some research on internet or whatever, and just pick a brand, okay? And I want you to give me three things about the brand. So of course, their logo. Second thing would be which are the three colors that you think that brand is using, okay? And in case if you're able to figure out the font, so this is the fourth thing, right? So if you can put that quickly in the chat window, like you can pick up any brand, go to Google, search for that, and find out these three things for me. Okay. So the logo of the brand, the color palette, and the font. I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay. So someone mentioned Nika, it's pink and orange. Okay, font, I don't know. So this is the logo that we're talking about, right? Nika. Color palette of Zomato, Hexen, RGB, okay. Uh, Maggie logo is a bright red oval or rectangle with round sides, and that boldly displays the company name Maggie. The logo features two prominent color, red for the background and yellow for the lettering. Okay, that's cool. Secondary colors for outlines might be white or black. Okay, that's great. The font is unique, strong sans, and sans serif typeface with broad, rounded letters that convey a warm, accessible vibe. Okay. Cool. That's really cool, Pavani. So you have been able to figure out so many things in a very short time period. So hats off to you. Rina says font of Zomato is okra. Okay, cool. Okay, so now can you quickly go and go to their social media or their website and try to see how frequently they're using this combination when you're talking about this entire color and the logo and everything. Can you go to their Instagram or other social media handles and just try to see how frequently they're using it? So if you see, I think this is a logo, and most likely, I believe they'll be using some of these things, the fonts over here. Okay. Sometimes it might not be possible for them to use it, but I would always insist that you use your font colors and the typography the same. You can see. All right, so I'll come back to this part now that you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so I'll start talking more about the different kind of content and also how we're going to create it. Thanks, Swati, and thanks, Gulzar, and everyone else, in fact, so for sharing all these things. Yeah. So the idea was to, keep you engaged at the same time, start using these things as a part, as a part of your exercise or whatever work you're doing. So one thing that you will notice over here at the top, especially in the Canva, right? So there's a search option, okay? And this allows you to search for anything, okay? It could be the content type, whatever you have created, or maybe you want to pick something from Canva, for example, if you want to search for Instagram related stuff, okay? So it will show you some of the things like Instagram post, square, and portrait. So all these things are there. Plus, in case if you have been using Canva account for some time, so you might see some of the things that you might have searched for in the past or something that Canva thinks is relatable to you. Okay. So you can extensively use this search function for searching anything, and it will start throwing some suggestions for you. Okay. And it's full of, templates. It's full of designs, inspirations, everything. In fact, you can find some images also. But I'll also show you some independent sources that can be used for image, right? And if you see this part, let me just highlight this thing. Yeah. So it says create a design. Okay. So there are two ways of going about designing in Canva. Okay. So one way would be like you can simply write for a tool platform name and the type of post that you want to create. For example, Instagram, you want to create Instagram post. Okay. So you'll be able to see the templates and you can pick directly. Like for example, if I click on this Instagram post portrait, now it will start showing me all the templates related to Instagram post and that too in a portrait format. Okay. So that's one thing that you can do. And you have all the different kind of filters that I'll talk about, in a while, right? So that's one way of going about it. So you name the platform, the type of post or the content that you want to create, and then you can start filtering them out with the templates and all these filters available, and then you can pick and start using them. So that's one way of going about it. It's a very fast forward kind of mode. Okay. Now, for someone who wants to play their creative brain and want to start anything from the scratch, so one of the things that you can do is you can use this option, create a design, and what you can do is you can simply pick up some of these existing things. For example, you want to create a doc, if you want to create a presentation for that matter, okay, or maybe a LinkedIn post or logo. So Canva has also defined these sizes and resolution for these things. Okay, so what will happen is the moment you click on create logo, it will take you to a canvas. Okay, it's a blank canvas, and the resolution is fixed. Like this is a square logo, right? So now you can play around with the logo and it will start showing you some of the templates, some of the existing designs on the left hand side. So if you want, you can simply click on them or drag and drop the designs from here and you can start playing around with this, right? So this is another way of going about the design. So you're basically picking up the standard sizes of these design because most of these platforms, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, so they go by some standard resolution for these different kind of content. Okay, so if you don't do that, if you don't use the standard format, it won't fit into the feed properly. Like maybe if you're using a square content and instead of square, let's say you go for a rectangular one, and if the platform doesn't allow a rectangular kind of post, so it will not show you the entire thing. Okay, so that's one thing that you need to keep in mind for each of these platforms, right? So that's one way of going about it. Now, second way could be you don't want to use any of these design formats or the platforms and all. You have your own idea that, okay, I want to create something, maybe something which is not meant for a certain platform, but rather, let's say for your own purpose, you want to send it on WhatsApp or you want to share, maybe you want to get it printed or whatever your purpose might be. Okay. So what you will do is you will click on the custom size. Okay. And in this custom size, you will define the width and the height of this, right? So these are the things that I created very recently. So let's say if I put 1200 by 628 pixels, okay, it will also show me that where exactly these are being used. So if I know that, okay, it's Facebook ad that I'm creating, so I'll simply pick this, or otherwise I can go ahead with my own resolution and click on create design, new design, okay? So when you do that, so now it will give you again a canvas, but this time it's something which is defined as per you. Okay, it might not be a standard canvas size defined by Canva for different purposes. But if that canvas size matches some of the existing canvas size, as I mentioned, yeah, as I showed you, in fact, that it was matching with the Facebook ad, right? So Canva still might show you these kind of design ideas, right? And you can even filter them out. Okay. So this is the first step of creating anything within Canva. Okay. Any questions as of now? You can keep asking me questions if you want. Okay, just give me a moment. Yeah.
Uh,
So,
Hi, I have a question.
yes,
So
Vijayashri. Yeah.
yes, would these be saved as files in on our
Mhm.
desktop, right? These would be
Yes, yes, you can download it, you can sh save it, and you can even publish it directly on the social media platforms once they are connected with your Canva account. Okay, so that's also possible. So anything is, possible. You can, if even if you want, you can store them in your Canva account so
right.
that you can download it later on. Okay.
Okay, and this can be done with the free version also. Uh,
Yes, yes. Free
okay,
version also allows everything. It's just that couple of things, I won't say couple of things, but yeah, I mean, some of the important things, for example, there might be, see, they're from pro versions, right? So that you can see these are the pro version. So this is not accessible in the free Canva account. So a lot of images and content are accessible in the free account also, but there are some of them which are preserved for the pro account, which is basically a paid account for Canva. Okay.
okay, okay,
Yeah. And then some of the features are also restricted. For example, I think most of the Magic Studio feature is restricted for the paid users. Okay. But yeah,
okay,
I mean, having said that, you can kind of create a lot of things within Canva without much of the restrictions. Okay.
okay,
Yeah. So, yeah, so I was talking about how to start your design process in the Canva. Okay. Now we'll go about how you should ideally start. Okay. So, if you see, there are a few categories which are defined over here, like docs, whiteboards, presentations, social media, etc. Okay, and there are more categories. Okay, these are not the only categories, by the way. So you can find a lot of other categories too. Okay, so you start with one category. Let's say we start with an Instagram post. Okay, and so once you do that, once you select Instagram post as an option, so it will start showing you all the templates and all that stuff which are available. Okay. Now what you need to do is you need to use these filters which are there at the top, and uh, and then you can start filtering out the content that you actually want. Okay. So for example, let's say I want to select social media as a category. Okay. Instagram post. Then the media type could be. So this is the media, like you can upload the media from here. Okay. And if you go to the template, so this is a newest addition to the Canva, right? It has certain things related to your business, for example, marketing related stuff and so on. Okay. I'm taking you to the basic ones first, and then we'll talk about these other stuff. Okay. Right. So now you can see all these filters. So because we have selected square, so that's why it's coming up as a square. Okay. Then you have style. So now this basically allows you to pick up your taste and your preferences for the design, whether you want to keep it modern or minimalist and so on, how exactly you want your design to speak up, right? So this has to be professional and so on. Let's say if I take professional as an option. So it will start filtering out all these professional templates. So you can see, I think most of them are related to courses, training, services, study, etc. So this is giving you more like professional templates. So it has been filtered out from here. Now you can even click on the theme. So whether what kind of theme would you prefer? Like for example, let's say if it has to be the one related to marketing. So you can pick up marketing as an option, and now it will start showing you a combination of professional and the marketing. Then feature wise, so now this is also very important whether you actually want static content or whether you want something more on the side of the animation, video, etc. So it has templates for everything, right? So you can clearly see that there are 63 templates which are basically animation based. So when I say animation, it's not like a full-fledged 2D, 3D kind of animation, okay? So it's very simple GIF kind of animation or maybe a small video that you can create. Okay. And some most of the time it will be a slideshow kind of animation, maybe a small transition that happens within there. Okay. So all these kind of things. So so you can pick up that. And finally the price thing. So if you're not a paid user, you can always click on free and it will filter out only the free templates which are available to you so that you don't have to waste time on the paid one only to find out later on that this is a paid one and you don't want to use the paid one. Okay. But by the way, if you are very active and you are planning to be very active on the social media, so you should ideally use a paid one also, especially if you start getting clients and business, because the paid features are not very costly and it will save you a lot of time because they will give you access to more premium templates also. Alternatively, if you don't go for a paid subscription, what you can also do is you can purchase each of these single images. Like for example, if I select a paid one, pro templates basically, and I want to use it. So you can edit it, and when you planning to download it, right, it will ask you for the payment and all. So you will click on use this template, and it will ask you to pay an amount for this template. Okay, and that's normally a very small cost. Again, I think it's probably $1 or something that they normally charge. Okay, so that's also something that you can think about, especially if you're getting paid for this. Okay, so that you can gain access to most of the premium templates. All right. So I'll just stop it over here. Yeah. So let's say we decide that we're going ahead with this particular template, right? And all we have to do is click on this, and it will take us to this screen, and we can click on customize this template. Okay. It's taking a while to just, all right. So it's getting uploaded, but meanwhile, I'll try to explain few things. So if you see, there's a play button over here, right? So because this is not a static image, so it's a small animation kind of image, you can simply click on play and here on
Ladies, I think there is some network glitch at Vivek's end. So request you to please wait if, by the time he joins in. Thank you.
Hello.
Ladies, please be patient. Again, we lost Vivek. Just
Okay.
for two minutes, he'll join again. There's some network issue on his side. Thank you in advance for the patience, ladies.
design. Okay. Now, this is something that you can figure out based on your graphic and needs of the communication message, right? For example, let's say I want to drag this one, okay, and I want to put it over here somewhere. So I'm just showing you, how quickly you can do all these kind of things without being a graphic designer also. So now, let's say I'm putting this location pin over here, and maybe I'll add some location. For example, I just want to add something uh, like a location framework. I'll go to text. Maybe I'll pick up something like this, and and I'll type Thani. Now I can actually move this. So you can see I moved it to next to the location pin, and I'll simply put the address. Let's say BKC01 Mumbai, right? Okay. So next to the location pin, this could be the option. So I'm just giving an example. So what you can do is you can pick up all these elements, whether it's the elements like all these useful icons and any particular graphical element like these stickers and all that stuff. And you can make your design as fancy or as quirky as possible. Okay. But what I normally suggest to people is because these days, most of us, we don't have this, attention span, right? Whether it's you, me, or even our children for that matter. Okay. So when they see anything, they want to quickly view that. And if they don't like it, they will simply scroll down the feed. Okay. It's very important for you to bring the attention to the design and everything that's written over there, whether it's the text headline or the description that goes below that, or more specifically the call to action, like learn more and all that stuff. Okay, so all these kind of things should be highlighted, and it also depends upon the purpose of your content. So what exactly you want to communicate over there? Okay, so it's very important that you communicate that very properly with the combination of images and the text. And today, I would suggest that it should be more about visual communication and lesser text. So if you can learn the art of putting lesser text in your creatives and yet, explain the things to your content users, right? Then you're likely to become a better content creator in today's world because nobody is reading too much of text on these images and so on. So you'll most likely see more captions and titles and all that stuff, but not too much of text description coming up on the images, right? uh Now if you go to the brand, so you already have few things in case if you want to use some of these brand elements, you can pick up. Now you can see what kind of magic Canva has done. So no, this is not the best example by the way of the creative, but what I'm trying to show you is that you know they have picked up the element and I can see. So they have changed your design as per your brand elements, which is the color palette. So of course, when you define a color palette properly, the combination, so this is going to enhance the look, not exactly like this, but maybe in a better way. Okay, right? You can see. So it's very important to define these things because it will save a lot of time for you. So every time you don't have to redo this. And in fact, if you say if you think that this is the combination that you really like, so you can make this as a default option for yourself. Okay, so every time you go to the Canva, and Canva will ensure that this is the option that is being applied for your creatives, so that you don't have to spend too much of time fixing these combinations of color, font, etc. Okay. So all of these kind of things can be applied because it's a premium feature. So that's why we're not able to apply that and that over here. So once you click on upgrade to add fonts, and it will allow you to add your brand fonts. So again, it's a kind of a cakewalk for you. You can simply apply all these things very quickly because all of these are in your library, in your brand kit. You don't have to spend too much of time redoing the stuff over here. Okay. Now, another very important thing, like you can always upload your images. Now, this could be your own images. It could be images which are being imported from some other places. For example, if you see there are options of Google Drive and Dropbox, etc., right? And if you want to use Canva images, you can do that. But if you want to upload your own files, you can also do that. So you can click on upload files, and then you can upload any file from here, like so you can see I just uploaded one image over here, right? And now that image is something that I can use directly in my creative. Okay. So you can keep uploading any kind of images that you want to add. And then you can use them over here. Okay. Right. No, this is a free drawing option. So people who are more creative, people who are artists, so they can also do some creative stuff over there. So there's nothing like only a template or canvas-based kind of thing that you have to do everything in that square box and with the elements which are available in Canvas. So you can probably pick up any of these, and then you can you know, sorry. Right? Something like this. So this might not be the best example, but you can be as creative as possible. Okay, you can bring those elements over here, right? And now let's go back to the design again. Yeah. Now you can see everything is customizable. Okay, whether it's your font. So example, if you click on this and you want to use something like, let's say, sans serif. Okay, now you can use that font, and now this changes. You can see the marketing word has changed. Its font has changed to this sans serif, right? And you can customize the size. You can customize the color. Okay. You can do that for a single word or for the entire design also. You need to select all of them and then you can do it, right? And you can do all the kind of, different kind of formatting that is normally there in the Word document or some other paint editor and all, right? So you can do all that stuff. Yeah. And then finally, apart from the formatting, you can also change the settings of this. Let's say it says that you need to animate. So what all do you want to animate, right? So it has already shown you examples of what all you can animate, right? And maybe you want to change it. So from element to this one, corporate. So now you can preview it, how the corporate thing looks like. So now it's a little different, right? It was very quick. Similarly, if you want to use this to now see how things happen. So you can play around with these kind of transitions. So these are all pre-built transitions over here, okay? And you can even increase the timing or even decrease it for that matter. So if you think, it's too much of time, now you can play around this, right? And finally, if you want to save it, you can give it a name. Let's say this is the name that I want to give to my file. And there's an option of share. So as I was talking about that share option can be used for different purposes. You can save it in your account. You can create a link of this. So let's say if I click on copy, and now I want to share this link with anyone, for example, even with you. So I'll click on public view link, okay? And I'll click on create public view link. So if I share this in the chat window, I'll just copy and share this with you. You will be able to now see this design, okay? And you have different levels of access. So whether it should be public or you can define anyone with the link can access it. Okay. So all those kind of things, what they can do, whether they can edit, whether they can comment, or they can view it, right? So they can do all these stuff. So you can basically collaborate with your designers, copywriters, even with the client. Like if the client want to share their feedback, they can do that over here. Okay, right? And then there's an option of download. If you click on download, so now it will allow you to download again, but in different formats also. So because this is a video content, so this is why it's being suggested as MP4 video. Otherwise, you have other options like JPG, PNG. These are image formats. Then you have PDF, and SVG is basically for some small animations. Simply GIF is again a very small clip kind of animation that is present, right? So all these options are there. So if you click on this and then you click on download, so it will allow you to download this stuff. And now you can import, sorry, download this design. Okay. So you can see the download process is in the progress. Okay. All right. Any questions?
Sir, I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, like I have a 1 year of access of Canva. So by
Mm-hmm.
any chance, if my mail ID change or something happens, so
Mm-hmm.
by the time 1 year complete, I will be having the many designs.
Mm-hmm.
So when I will go for my personal access, I will take my Canva Pro for my personal email ID. So how I'll be able to transfer all of my designs to my this? Otherwise, I
Mm-hmm.
will lose my whole 1 year work. So can you give some suggestion like how can I, store that design in my Canva only? How
Mm-hmm.
can I transfer? Like,
Okay, and this is a free account that we're talking about, the
no,
one
sir,
that
I
you're
have
using
one
today.
year of access. I have a one
Mm-hmm.
year of access, but after
Mm-hmm.
that 1 year, like it
Mm.
will deactivate. So
Okay.
after that 1 year, I have to go with my personal email ID and I have to take the Canva Pro. So it will be totally different. So I will be lost all
Okay.
my designs.
Okay, so do one thing. What you can do is like because you have a pro account, so I believe that it's possible to share this with someone else also, right? All the designs you can share with anyone. Now, what you can do is you can share this with your personal ID, everything. Let's say there are hundreds of designs, so you can share them or the entire project for that matter. I think that way it will be better if you organize them in folders like projects and all, and then share this with another person and give them all the rights like editing rights and everything. Okay. So that person can add these projects to their dashboard or their Canva user account, and I think that will be the easiest way to access these files. Otherwise you'll have to download and upload everything, so it will be very hectic for you. Okay, so yeah.
So, sir, I have to go for each and every project. There is no certain kind of a setting where I can, access all in one and transfer.
See, one thing that you can try is you can probably connect your drive and all. So I think Canva Pro also allows you to connect with a drive like Google Drive and all. So that way you can keep your design safe in these drive accounts. Okay, and then eventually share with the other account for that matter.
Okay, thank you.
So these are the things that I'm aware of. I'm not sure if there's some other options. If someone knows that, I mean, feel free to share your thoughts and ideas, because I never use this option. So I think these are the couple of options that I know.
I also have one question. If
Mhm.
we want to design,
Sorry,
if we want to design logo, and
your
if we
voice
don't
is not
have a
clear actually. I'm not able to understand your question.
designer,
No, it's very feeble, and there's some kind of breakage in the voice also. Like I cannot hear it
uh,
clearly. Yeah, now it's better.
Harbeen, no, this is me, Avneet, Vivek. Harbeen,
Yeah.
we are not able to, we're not getting your voice. So I'll suggest if you can just write your question in the chat box so that Vivek will be able to address the question in that case.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, thank you. There is another question in the chat box.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm going through that. So I think Vijay has asked, can Canva be used for changing, editing existing images, files? Sorry, I seem to have missed this part. Okay. See, Canva do have certain limitations. Okay, so it's not exactly like a Photoshop. So if you're expecting that if you upload a design the way you do it in the Photoshop, and then you can do full-fledged edit in that, it might not be possible. But yes, there are a lot of things you can still do in the Canva, like you can upload your image and then you can add the elements, right? You can fit your image into a template, or if you are uploading an image, you can probably increase the canvas size and add text and all that stuff, right? But if you're thinking about changing the entire image and all, this might not be possible. You can do some small stuff, like, for example, you can remove the background instantly, so it becomes a plain background, and then you replace the background and all that. Don't think of this as a Photoshop kind of tool. It's mostly meant for, as I mentioned, non-designer people. Okay. Designers already have access to Photoshop and Illustrator and all that stuff. Okay. And something that can give you a very quick help with any kind of design. Okay. So that's how you should think about Canva, right? So this is so I've already explained, how this entire dashboard works, and you can try it for different kind of images, content, and all that stuff. What I am going to show you now quickly is different type of design ideas that you should try to incorporate in your content creation strategy. And you can start using Canva. And also I'll show you some other tools, by the way, so don't worry about that part. Okay. So I'll just pick up something like this Instagram story. So I think this is one of the things that a lot of people are already doing. So especially being a content writer, you might need help on that. Okay. So this is more of a static kind of story image that you're seeing, right? So you can see, all of these are already there in the proportion. You just need to pick up any of these templates and then start editing it. For example, if you want to replace this image, you can do that. Everything in this particular design is customizable, by the way. Okay. So the one we are picking up from the Canva. Okay. I'm not talking about the uploaded images, because you can only use the uploaded images in your design that is there in the Canva. Okay. So, for example, if you want to replace this one, okay, you can see. So these are the settings that you can change. You can even crop, you can edit the image, and you can even use an uploaded image over here. Like I was talking about the background remover kind of thing, right? So this is a paid feature, by the way. Okay, the moment you click on this, so this is something which is called as Canva Magic and all. So just yeah, yeah. You can see you can turn the background, like if you want to remove this background into something else. So Magic Eraser can help you do that. You can remove some of the things. You can remove the complete background by using the BG remover, and using the magic eraser feature, you can erase few of the things which might exist in the design. So there are few things that you can still do, not exactly like a Photoshop, but you can do these small kind of editing like text and all this stuff apart from the regular features in the Canva. Okay. I think Harveen has put her query. Let me answer her first. If we do not want to use any template and want to create our own logo design and all, can we do that? Yeah, you can do that. Can we have this demo in the form of video or PDF? I I didn't get this question. Demo, which demo I'm talking about? So maybe this story thing or the earlier one. So I think the earlier one was already a video. So that was a very small video kind of thing. Okay. And if you're talking about, let me, yeah, maybe you're talking about this kind of video, right? The Instagram Reels and all. So you can enter these keywords and you can select a reel. Again, you can do all these filtering. Like you can select theme, let's say we'll do it this time the marketing one. Then feature something which is maybe fashion. Okay. And so I think this is more of a behind the scene kind of video example, right? A lot of Instagram creators these days, they do some behind the scene kind of video. So if you see this one, I'll probably increase the size also. So now each of these are actually independent video frames. Can you see this? So all of these have been fit into the template. Now think about this, how tough it would be for someone who is not an editor or a graphic designer to do this kind of stuff. Now, Canva have actually given you this kind of template. Now, what you can do is you can simply replace this video clip with something else, right? You can simply, replace this with another video. Let's say this one. Okay. And even though these are different filters, but yet, right? So it's very easy for you to replace this clip and edit it and then make this kind of video. Okay. Similarly, if I pick up any other template, let me do that. Let's pick up this one. So you can see all these things are already there in place. So you just need to click, take a shot, a video shot basically, and then upload it in your Canva. Okay. And then you start using it. You simply have to drag and drop this. And this template will ensure that everything is in sync for your video. Okay. And all these customization, whether it's if you want to cut it down to, let's say, 3.5 second and so on, all these kind of things are already there in this, in the place. So if you want to, let's say, increase it to 4 second, right? So you can do that. And you can customize your text. You can put your Instagram handle over here, or you can add even more text for that matter. Okay. So all of these things can be done very quickly. Okay. Now, when it comes to Instagram, so I would suggest, in fact, a better tool for you. I'm not sure if there's a free version for this tool or not, but you can try this because my team uses this for some of the things that we do for the client. And the best part is, yeah, by the way, Canva is also available on the phone. So you can use the Canva app. And this is one of the best tools that I know for Instagram Reels and all. Okay, it's not just for the Reels, but for TikTok videos and also for the YouTube videos and all. Okay, so you can try this thing, and it actually works well on the mobile phone. So you'll find even more options, especially in terms of the video shots. Okay, so any kind of reel that you want to create, and it will give you all the options, including the different kind of transition effects. And you can see a slow motion video that you want to create. Now this is more like a cutout thing where the background keeps changing. Now this is more like an auto caption kind of thing. Okay. So I'm sure that you might have seen a lot of these kind of videos on Instagram and YouTube. So all these transitions are not being done by professional, by the way. Okay, so most of these people, content creators, they are more like solopreneurs. Okay, and they do this kind of stuff almost every day with the help of these kind of platforms. So Canva is one of them. Canva is more like an all-round kind of tool. Okay, so you can get most of your stuff done over here. Uh, in fact, they have plenty of resources also in terms of images, videos, etc. Right? You can see that. I've just shown you a couple of them. But let's say you want to be very, very specific. Okay. So just click on jewelry, and Not will start showing you the options related to jewelry. Okay. You can see. And now you can start using it based on your ideas. Now, another tool that we use is this one. It's invideo.io. Yeah. You can share the links, PDF, and all that stuff. Yes, yes, I'll try to do that. In fact, I was planning to do that anyways because there are a lot of things which I might not be able to show you in this 2 hour session, but you can always use those resources. Okay. So I'll give you another demonstration very quickly. Okay. So this is a tool that we use normally for stock images. So stock images are basically some royalty-free images that are available on internet. And this is a paid website, by the way. But I'll give you a list of free websites also. For example, can go to, sorry. So this is a free website for stock images. In case if you need some high quality stock images, you can actually search for the images from here. Okay, let's say I'll type, so you can see now this was my keyword query over here, right? An Indian lady in sari, and start showing me different images. And if they are free images, so you can use them directly. And if they are so anyways, all of these are royalty-free images, okay? But yes, you might have to go for a premium subscription. If you want to use all of these images, you can use them multiple times. That's not a problem. And you don't have to own these images as a copyright or trademark kind of thing, okay? So you can always download these stubs from these kind of websites and start using them in your, so Canva gives you that option of uploading images, right? So what you can do is, let's say I want to use this image, okay, from here. So I can simply click on download free, and this image has been downloaded, right? I'll go to my Canva and click on uploads, and then I'll upload my file over here. And now I'm free to use this image wherever I want to in my design. Okay, you can see this. So this is how you can bring some external images into Canva. Another thing that you can do, and you should do, in fact, is Canva itself has lots of images. Okay. So again, if I want to search for something, an Indian lady in sari, okay. Sorry, this was in the upload section. Right, so it will start showing you a few options. Okay. Anything related to, these keywords. So maybe there's no match for maybe this word sari over here. So it's probably showing us something Indian and in lady. But normally you'll find that, at least in the images, you'll find them for sure. Okay. I'll give you an example of an image. In fact, so now you can see, right? There's some pre-made templates and all. So they're showing the results for that. So technically you can, pick up the template and then you can even customize it. Like if you want to put your own photo because you like the overall aesthetics, because this is how you wanted to represent your idea of, how Indian women go about wearing sari and maybe a few aesthetics related to that, right? So you can pick up the template and then you can modify the things according to yourself. So all these kind of things are possible over here. Okay. Now I wanted to show you something else. Like, so this is an AI image generator tool which is integrated into Deposit Photos. I'll talk about ChatGPT also in a while. Okay. But before that, I wanted to show you something because this is a stock images website and we use that for our clients. This is a very old website and normally most of the agencies use this kind of website, right? What you can do is you can, describe the image that you want to create and it will generate that image in a very high quality kind of format. Okay. So I want all of you to do an exercise now. Just describe the kind of image that you want. Just type in the chat window, okay? And I'm going to pick one of them and I'm going to use it over here also in the chat GPT and few other platforms and show you something that goes behind. Okay. So try to describe it as clearly as possible because that's how the AI tools would understand what exactly are you looking for. So you have 2 minutes and you can start doing that. Like you can put that as a prompt in this chat window, and I'll use that prompt for the image generation. Okay, a bald lady nodding head in anger. That's quite an interesting one. Okay, just give me a moment, okay?
So one more thing, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I've missed that AI video editing app after InShot. If it's
Mm-hmm.
possible for you to show that again,
Video editing?
app you were
Yeah,
showing some video editing app also, but
yes, yes. Actually, I was not able to log in. That's why I was not able to show that completely. But I'll just give you a glimpse about this. So, in video is the name of this tool. Okay, and my team uses it. In fact, so I'm not able to log in at this moment. But this is something that we use for our clients also. Okay, and it has all the features, including the ones that are required for the regular video editing. Like you can see, there are different kind of options, including the Instagram Reel Maker, and then there are other things like Intro Maker and so on. So they are primarily for video, okay, and it's a really interesting tool. In fact, they have lots and lots of templates for videos you can see. Okay, like you can see this. So you can use it for different kind of purposes. It's not just for the content creation, but also for brand marketing. And you want to use it for, sending some birthday wishes to someone. Maybe you have a travel vlog and you want to put those videos, images, everything. So it has more capabilities as compared to Canva. Okay. I wish I could show you that because we have the premium access, but I'm probably not able to log in because I'm not receiving the OTP for this. Okay. So that's also the problem. But yeah, I mean, what you can do is you can probably create a free account on this tool with your email ID. Okay. And they give you some trial, like a week trial or something, and you can try. And now they also have an AI, integration into this. Okay. So what it also allows you to do is it's not just the templates and the videos that you upload that you can edit and use, but it also allows you to generate your own videos using some of these steps. For example, AI text to videos. So you can describe your text in terms of what you need, and and then you can generate a whole video based on that. Okay. Let me see if I can show you something with the free version. Okay. So you can see when you're setting up this account, so they will ask you what is your primary purpose of using this account, right? So if you're a content creator, you can select content creation. So accordingly, they will show you all the video templates, everything. It's not that you don't have the access to the other templates, but this will be something which will be filtered out for you, and you'll be showing them more often as compared to the other things, for example, business, academic, and all that. It can also be used for filmmaking, by the way. Okay. So they allow you all those video editing option also. Okay. And where you can, mix and merge different kind of video clips. Okay. Then if you're offering some creative services to your clients, so again, it can be used for that. So I'm giving you a prompt. Okay, I think I'll pick up something from here only. I know that that is for the image creation, but I think some of the prompts can be used for video. So I think Reena has given a prompt seeing a lady driving a car through the forest with a rainbow in the sky. Okay. So let me give this. Okay. And let's see. So I think it's a free version. So you'll be put in the queue. Meanwhile, what we can do is we can log in over here. Now see, and this is also asking where exactly are you planning to use it. So let's say if I select Instagram Reels, okay, I'll keep it inspirational, travel enthusiast, and click on continue. Still generating it. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can ask me actually. No question?
I have a question. This Lakshmi here. I just want to know is
Yeah,
if you
Lakshmi.
have to,
Yeah.
like if you're talking on the video and we
Mhm.
want to show that we are also reading, seeing. I mean, the PPT should be there, or something should,
Mhm.
or the thing should be coming also along with it. Like you're like a this one. What to
Right.
use, like a teleprompter or something like that. No, like how do you, or how do you like kind of show that you're reading from something, but it should not look like you're reading like
Mhm.
kind of thing, like so that it looks like
So
a natural
basically,
talk. Because there are a
base.
lot of things to talk about, and then you don't know when you're seeing the camera, you can forget some things also, right?
Mhm. Understood. So basically, see, you want to record yourself while you are
Yeah.
reading through this teleporter and all, right?
Uh,
And you don't want to show that. That's the thing.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Which tool, I
Mm.
mean, can we use for that?
So I think InShot also has this feature. In fact, even in video has this feature. Okay, you can explore both of them. Okay,
Okay,
and
sure.
I'm not sure about Canva because I've never used Canva for the video editing, as in that kind of video editing. Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, Let me see if this is possible in Canva or not.
Okay.
But you want more of a recording thing or editing
Like,
thing?
I mean, you record the whole whatever you're
Hmm.
talking, and then
Hmm.
like kind of add some what do you call, kind of different
Hmm.
kind of animations or something like that along with it, and kind of do make it look like an educational video, right?
See, I have an interesting tool. I have used that in the past for, I'll just show you something. So this is very interesting since you're talking about making it more like an engaging presentation and,
Yeah, yeah. Like
right?
it should be
So
like having the video and the audio, I mean, and the presentation going along together, like, no?
yeah, so I think this is what you should try. Okay. So
What
I've
is
used personally. So this is called as Prezi,
crazy video?
Prezi.com. Yeah, Prezi
Crazy.
Video. So Prezi is also used for the presentation. You can use it
Okay.
for, it's a very good tool, by the way, to make presentation and all. And it's not
Mm.
like something very, basically gives you a very creative and interactive kind of presentation. Okay.
Mm.
And the Prezi video is basically an extension of that, what you're talking about. So you can go live, in fact,
Mm.
with this, and you can even record what you're talking about. And at the same time, you can make it very interactive. Like, you can see you are here in this video. At the
Uh-huh.
same time, you're presenting your
Yeah,
screen,
correct.
or,
Correct. Correct.
presentations are coming up, screens is coming up. So this gives you a very good amount of power when it comes to presentation. Okay. So
Okay.
so you can see some of these examples. There's a
Mhm.
quarterly report coming up. This the name of this guy is coming up over
Uh-huh.
here, the branding of the company, right?
Mhm.
And if the moment you pick up slide from here, so it will come up in this kind of format. So obviously you have to plan that slide in a way that it doesn't interfere with your image or the video, right?
Correct.
And where you can show it. So this is very interesting. You should try this. And I think
And, does it also have something like a teleprompter, like which will tell you like a kind of, because
teleprompter,
because if you're reading something, if you're not by hearted the whole thing, like
right.
kind of have
See,
something.
personally, I have never used teleporter, so I'm not sure about that feature. But
Prompter.
yeah, prompter, right? So I think it's mainly for making it interactive. I'm not sure about that part. You can explore, okay? I'm not very
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
But otherwise, most of the things that you're talking about, that can be fulfilled with this kind of tool.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So can we have a list of such websites used for
So
marketing and all? Because the things which you have told are very insightful, and the websites you have told are also good. So can we get a list of these websites along with
yeah,
alternatives
sure.
also? Yeah, because
Yes. In fact,
sometimes.
see, I mean, I have a very exhaustive list, by the way. Okay, so in fact,
Okay.
it's not possible to cover everything in the
Yeah.
2 hour session. But
Yes.
yes, what I can do is I can share this with the Herky team, and they will
Okay.
forward it to you. And
Sure, sir.
it's also based on, see, today, because this was more like a introductory kind of session for this kind of, course.
Okay.
So what I've done is I've focused on some of the most popular tools like Canva, in video and all. Okay. Otherwise, there are tools which does a very specific kind of things. Like, I just showed you one tool which was a Praisey video. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now your use case might be very different from the other participants. So
That's right.
as she was talking about, she wants to make presentation more engaging and
Right.
interactive and all.
Mm.
And then there's a need of teleprompter and all that stuff, right? I'll give you another example. So there's a tool that I use, and again, it's something that you can try. Let me give you one example.
Okay. And sometimes what happens when we are working on one website that is not working properly, is not functioning properly, taking time to buffer. So in that case, if we have alternatives, we can use those also.
Yeah,
Try those.
definitely. In fact, even for Canva, for example, Canva is
Yeah.
one of the most popular tool, but there's
Yes.
something called as Crelo, CRELLO. Okay, so now that is something which is an alternative of Canva. Okay,
Okay.
so it's very similar to Canva, but of course, Canva is a bigger company. They have more advanced
Yeah.
features and everything, but they also give you very competitive kind of features at very lesser price. So each of these premium tool also has some alternatives which are not very premium, but yeah, they can do the job to almost 80, 90% or more than that. Okay. And see, even for you to be able to use Canva, properly, you should be an expert in Canva. So that takes time with any of the
Right.
tools.
Right, sir.
So the
Uh,
alternatives that I'm going to suggest you, it will kind of help you accomplish the task that you're trying to do. Okay.
Okay, one more thing, sir. Like, I've been editing some documents. I created a thumbnail in Canva, and I
Okay.
was trying to make it a cover page of a PDF file. So it became a PDF file. I merged them, but their orientation was different. Like Canva's the thumbnail was like in horizontal, and PDF file other documents were in portrait. So those were not matching. Is there
Okay.
any way to make it like I used poster also, and I used other the next, that is I'm not able to recall. I used that version also.
Okay.
So is there
So
any
Pro, you're
method?
talking about Pro and all, right? Pro, you used Pro version also and this one also, free
No,
one.
no, not pro version. Like there are some templates given in the front of in on the front website page, where first one is posted, then another there is another format, then another format. There is a list of formats. So I
Right.
used first two formats. One was poster and another was, I'm not able to recall the name. But when I merged them into the PDF file, the orientation was different, which was looking very bad. When we open the
Mhm.
PDF file, the thumbnail is in another orientation and another document or rest of the document is coming in portrait. So that was
Mhm.
looking very bad. Is there any way I can align them in one, like it can be converted into portrait?
See, I think there could be a simple hack, like, you download that in the image format kind of thing, and then you upload them, while inverting that into a portrait style, instead of that. And then you kind of convert that into the PDF. So maybe you will have to find a workaround if there's no direct method for that in the Canva.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, I think it also allows you to, change the positioning as in direction of the image, and also you need to learn those things. Okay. So as I mentioned, I'm not a designing expert, so I don't know
Yeah.
how to do that exactly. But yeah,
Okay.
I believe that there's an option which allows you to change the orientation, like you can from vertical to horizontal, things
Yeah,
like that
that
can
I
be done.
did.
Hmm.
Images position was able to change. I was able to
Mhm.
do it. But the
Hmm.
whole thumbnail I was talking about.
Okay.
That's okay. I will try this thing also,
Yeah.
like you have been telling, to
Hmm.
convert it into image, and I will try that also.
Yeah. Right.
Thank you.
And maybe you can just create a custom design with the very specific, you can say the resolution of the PDF, and then put that image over there. So most likely it will convert into an appropriate PDF for that.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Okay, so this is another tool that I was talking about, and this is something which is very helpful for live videos, by the way. Okay, so what it does is it basically allows you to create something like this. Okay. So now you might be thinking you can go live anyways directly through the platform like YouTube and Facebook. So now for most of the content creators, what I have realized that, there's too much of work involved for them if they want to go live on one platform. And at the same time, they are probably planning to go live on another platform, right? Let's say you have a presence on Instagram or Facebook, and then you want to go live on the YouTube at the same time. How do you do that? Okay. So, and you don't have the time and bandwidth to do the same thing again and again. And there's a possibility that your audience might be present on both the platforms, right? So in this case, you can use a platform like this. So I use this for some of the clients and all myself. It's called as B.Live. Okay. And what it allows you to do is you can go live on multiple platforms at the same time. Okay. So Facebook, Instagram, then you have YouTube and LinkedIn. And it could be connected to your some third-party tools. For example, we are attending this Zoom meeting, right? So instead of only going live on Zoom, if I want to present this video at the same time on LinkedIn or Facebook, I can do that with the help of this tool. Okay. So I'll have to log in into my Zoom account, connect that to this particular tool, and then I can go live from here. The most important thing is that it also allows you to do your own branding. So that kind of, reflects in your videos. For example, you want to present your name, you want to style the video, when you go live, you want to have a certain style scheme or the aesthetics, right? So all that kind of thing, including your brand logo and few other elements. So all these kind of things can be done. And these days we have something called as shoppable videos. Okay. So it allows you to create shoppable videos so that, you can promote as a content creator, you can promote some third party or sponsored content and drive shopping engagement directly from here. Okay. So this could be a very good tool for you. Okay. It works with the live videos also, and you can do some editing and all, and then upload it. So both ways, it can be profitable. So I'm not sure if this has finished, but let's see. I mean, sometimes, these AI tools take a lot of time. Okay. Let me show you some. Hmm. Not sure even this tool is not working. Forgotten the password or what. Yeah, I think it was this capture. So this is another tool that I'm trying to use. This is basically something that uses OpenAI in the background. So it's not exactly the Chat GPT, but uses Chat GPT in the background. Okay. And you can click on create image. And this is where you can give a prompt. Okay. So you can switch between the models. Okay, so those of you who don't know what exactly is the model. So model is basically, so like you can see, this is an OpenArt SDXL model. So that's basically which is owned by this company, OpenArt, right? If you want to switch, so you can click on switch and then you can move on to the other models, which are basically owned by some other company, but you can use them over here. Like if you want to use the Chat GPT, so Chat GPT's model would be called as DALL-E 3. Okay. So if you want to use it, you can click on this and now it will allow you to use this particular model. Okay. Right. And now this is where you can put your prompt. So let me try this thing. And you click on create. Just give me a moment. I'll be back. Okay. So it has generated some output, but I'm not sure this is exactly what you want to see. Okay. So it doesn't really show the lady properly, but otherwise most of the elements have been taken. So you have rainbows, you have these green trees and everything. There's a car which is driving. See, most of the AI, that works really well with the prompt, right? The more you can say, the more clearer prompt that you give, it's always going to work in a better way. Okay. And let me try something more. Okay. I'm not sure what has happened over here. So it has taken my prompt in a very different way, right? So I was trying to say something else. But anyways, now you can see the difference in the output, right? So this is one thing that we need to develop order to be able to handle the AI tools, right? So the better your prompt, more defined and precise, the output will be, in fact, better with respect to that. Okay. And again, it allows you to do all the kind of editing because it's a free version that we are seeing. So it might not give you, allow you to edit a lot of things, but you can still do that. So similarly, there's another tool called as Mid Journey. So this is it might look like little scary to you, but don't get scared, okay? What has happened today? Most of my passwords are not working. Anyway, so yeah. So now what I want you to do is I'll give you a small assignment. I'll probably write it down over here itself. Okay. So one is create a static image using Canva. Okay, this could be for any platform like Instagram and all. Okay. Or it could be for LinkedIn also. So it has all the templates in place. Okay. Then create a video, sorry, animation video, I would say, or maybe a slideshow kind of videos. Again, depending upon the platform. For example, if you're using it for LinkedIn, so you'll probably prefer using a slideshow kind of video or a simple animation video. Again, you can use Canva or some other tool, and you can use it for Instagram and or LinkedIn, either of them. Okay. And the third one should be you create a create a face video, as in, you do a recording and then try to do some editing using either Canva in video or in short, anything for that matter. Okay. So these are the three assignments that you can do, right? And yeah, if you want, you can ask me a few questions. Yeah, one more interesting tool that I forgot to show you. So this is something that I'm exploring these days a lot. It's called as 11 Labs. Okay. This is very different, by the way. Now, since we're talking about AI and all, okay, so it's again a generative voice AI. So some of you might be getting into the podcast, right? So this tool could be very, very helpful. Uh, so it basically what it allows you to do is you can actually use these kind of features like text to speech. Okay. Now, when you do that text to speech, so it basically takes all your text or content as an input, and then it will translate that into the speech. Okay. Now it can be used done in two different ways. One could be you can pick up a template, as in the voice template, and they have different tones, like a very funny kind of tone. Maybe let's say there could be a tone which is very serious tone, and so on, more professional tone, little humorous, or maybe fictional kind of, tone, right? Or other way it could be, it can do a voice cloning. Like let's say, it can actually copy my voice. I have to put that as an input into this tool. And now using my voice, it can generate all the content, all the podcast and everything. So every time you don't have to do the voice recording yourself, you can put your voice into this tool, and this tool would take the text input, and it will start automatically generating the podcast or the audio books or whatever you want to do. And so yeah, so this is again a very interesting tool. You should explore this. And don't worry, I'll send you all these links, either today or tomorrow. You'll get it uh, through the Herky team. Okay. Right. So questions?
So please, can you share some website where we can get a free stock videos?
Stock videos, right? Yeah, I'll share that also. I'll probably share that list, it will be an Excel sheet. Maybe it could be shared in the form of an Excel sheet or a Google sheet, right? And you will get all these list of tools, okay? As I mentioned, there are plenty of them. So it's not possible for me to go through all of these tools, but yeah, I mean, it will be a good 40, 50 different kind of tools, and all of them being used for different purposes, okay? See, some of these tools will be like, that can be used for multi-purpose, something like Canva. But then there would be very specific tools, like I just give an example of Crazy Video, and then this is 11 Labs. So 11 Labs is another very interesting tool. It might not solve the problem for everyone, but someone who is specifically getting into the voice editing, voiceover kind of thing, podcasting and all. So it's very interesting and tool for them. Okay. It saves a lot of time for them, right? So any questions?
Sir, any website where we can get inspiration for making the logos? Unique
Yeah,
logo.
there are plenty of them. In fact, even in Canvas, you will find logo options over there. Okay, you can just search for logo and you'll find it in the Canva also. They have lots of ready-to-use templates. You can filter them with the help of these filters, including the theme of your let's say if you want something for fashion, so it will show you a few ideas related to fashion. Okay. But you want to generate something from the scratch? Is that what you're looking for?
Yes, sir, because I want to give for one of my clients. He wants
Mm-hmm.
to do a restart.
Okay.
Restarting with a new logo, with a new name. So
Mm-hmm.
hence I didn't use the Canva because many people use the Canva, so
Yeah,
it does
right.
not look it should not look the similar.
Yeah, true. I think there might be some tools. Let me figure out and share it with you. My design team might be aware about that kind of tool. Okay. I know that there are some AI tools for logo design. If you Google, I think you'll find it. But I'll share that also. Not a problem. Can we do the assignment on any social media? Like, yes, you can. So Vijayashri, I gave these examples of Instagram and LinkedIn because I thought these two are the ones that are mostly being used by most of the people these days. Otherwise, you are free to use Facebook also. That's not a problem. Okay. It could be for Facebook and it could be for YouTube also. The idea is that you should be able to create content and try that for yourself. Even for this face video, I mean, you're free to use it for Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. This one. I just want to know what a face video is. I mean, I missed that part of when you're talking on that.
No, basically,
topic.
you need to record yourself, like you can talk about some topic, maybe you do some
Mhm.
activity, whatever your topic or industry might be about. Okay. For example, for someone who is an educator, so being an educator, you can probably talk about some, uh, stuffs related to your course content and all, right? And you can do a small recording and then some do some editing over there, like putting up a text caption or something just to enhance the video. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay then. So shall we call it a day then?
Yeah, sure, Vivek.
All right. All right, everyone. So I'll share this with you and also the tools that I mentioned, the list of the tools, in fact. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We shall be sharing the same with the candidates. Okay,
All right.
ladies, so you will be having the next session with Vivek on Tuesday, which is 26th. Sorry, I think 25th.
Yeah, I
bad.
think date has
Yeah,
changed. Yeah,
it
right,
is
right.
25th.
Yeah.
25th, same time, 5 p.m. So we'll see you all there on Tuesday now. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Thank you, Vivek. Have a lovely
Yeah.
evening ahead.
Yeah. Thanks.